In this quick tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to identify thin content with word count tools. If you've ever wondered why your content might not be ranking as well as you'd like, it could be because it's too short or lacks depth. Stay tuned to find out how word count tools can help you spot these issues, plus how to use them to fix your content and boost your rankings. First, let's talk about what thin content actually is. Thin content refers to pages or posts that don't offer enough useful information, often because they're too short or lack substance. Search engines, especially Google, don't rank these pages well because they don't provide value to users. Now, let's get into the tools you can use to identify thin content. I've tested some of the most popular word count tools, and I'm going to walk you through how they work. This will help you determine whether your content is up to scratch or needs improvement. Start with a basic word count tool. One of the easiest ways to spot thin content is simply by checking the word count. Most content should be at least 300 to 500 words to give it enough room to offer value. Anything below that might be considered thin by search engines, especially if it's just a few short paragraphs or lacks depth. You can use tools like Word Counter or similar to get an instant word count. However, word count alone doesn't tell the full story. You'll need to consider context too. For deeper insights, use tools like Surfer SEO, SEMrush, or ClearScope. These tools don't just give you a word count. They analyze your content in the context of competing pages for the same keywords. They'll compare your content to top-ranking pages, showing you if your word count is competitive. If your word count is way below the competition, it's a red flag that your content might be thin. But that's not all. Content length matters, but so does the quality. Let's say you have 500 words, but they're just a few generic sentences. That's still thin content, even if the word count looks decent. Tools like SEMrush or Copyscape can also help you identify if your content is plagiarized or overly repetitive, which also contributes to thin content issues. When you're analyzing your content, focus not only on the word count, but on what's actually in it. If your page isn't covering a topic in depth or is just scratching the surface, you might need to add more valuable information. This might mean more detailed explanations, examples, or even breaking down complex concepts. Once you've identified thin content, it's time to take action. If a page has too little content, start by adding more valuable, informative sections. Use the same word count tools to track your progress as you add content. Aim for a balance. Don't just add words for the sake of adding them. Make sure your additions improve the quality of the content and add value. I recommend taking advantage of a tool like Surfer SEO, which I've tested and personally use. If you want to follow along with this tutorial, I've got an exclusive free trial for my viewers. You'll find the link in the description below. This tool will help you not only track your word count, but also optimize your content for SEO. Now here's the key takeaway. Identifying thin content isn't just about word count, it's about offering value. If your content lacks depth, no amount of word count can fix that. Use word count tools as a starting point, but make sure the quality and substance of your content match your length. To quickly recap, identifying thin content starts with checking your word count, then comparing it with competitors' pages using tools like Surfer SEO or SEMrush. If your content is too short or lacks depth, take steps to add more valuable, detailed information. And don't forget to take advantage of the exclusive free trial in the description below. Trust me, it's a game changer.